My dad's been stabbed. We're out to the emergency vet. I need someone to call ahead, let them know on our way.
When Kalamazoo police arrived, they said a man with a box cutter was on a porch threatening to kill officers and advancing towards them.
On the evening of February 6th, officers with Kalamazoo Public Safety responded to reports of a man threatening people with a knife. According to investigators,
that 29-year-old man was in the hallway, allegedly with this box cutter in hand.
The window, so I went and looked out, seen a guy kind of acting a little wild, but he just walked right on past. He had a knife in his hand.
The 49-year-old suspect was standing on a porch armed with a box cutter and allegedly threatening nearby civilians.
Neighbor was frantically knocking on her door.
She's like, can you please help me? Can you call 911? Like, I need help, I need help.
When officers arrived, police say the man refused repeated commands to drop the weapon.
Say that. Why do you have a knife in your hand?
As he radios for backup.
All right, well, you got to put the knife down. All right, well.
And even threatened to kill responding officers. That's when K9 Sledge and his handler were called to the scene. Sledge was deployed after the suspect reportedly advanced toward officers. Police say the K9 was released to stop the threat and protect everyone on scene. But during the confrontation, the suspect allegedly stabbed Sledge multiple times in the throat area, striking dangerously close to the dog's jugular vein. Despite the injuries, Sledge continued engaging the suspect long enough for officers to move in and take the man into custody. Authorities later revealed the police dog lost nearly 40% of his blood during the attack and survived a stab wound near the jugular vein. Sledge was rushed to an emergency veterinary hospital where veterinarians fought to save his life. In an update that quickly spread online, police announced that Sledge survived the attack and later walked out of the hospital on his own 4 legs before reuniting with his handler shortly afterward. Officials say the K9 is expected to make a full recovery.
It's a pretty bad cut, but now that the bleeding has stopped and he's able to recover from it.
Received 100 stitches and had part of his colon removed.
The apprehension, the suspect was booked into the Kalamazoo County Jail and later faced multiple felony charges tied to both the violent threats and the stabbing of the police K9. San Diego, I-15 freeway. A stolen minivan stops in the middle of traffic. The driver, Daniel Medina, just carjacked someone at home. Walked in, threatened the victim, demanded keys, took off.
Officers stuck to their promise and sent in.
They send in Bo.
Right through the driver's side window of that truck, shattering the glass but not entirely breaking it out. Well, that's when a Corona police...
He locks onto the arm and holds. The suspect walks across freeway lanes with the dog still attached. Bo doesn't let go. The suspect goes to jail. $500,000 bail. Officers with the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department responded to a reported break-in at Green's Auto and Truck Service in Indianapolis. Officers found signs of forced entry and learned from the business owner's security cameras that someone was still inside. Police repeatedly ordered the suspect to surrender. When he refused, K9 officers entered the building with police dog Ringo, a Belgian Malinois. According to IMPD and multiple news reports, the suspect, identified as Brandon Ramirez, stabbed Ringo 3 times with a large knife after the dog engaged him. Officers then fired their weapons, striking Ramirez at least once. He still refused commands and was ultimately subdued with a taser. Ringo suffered 3 stab wounds and underwent emergency surgery at IndyVet Emergency and Specialty Hospital. IMPD initially described him as stable but at risk. Lieutenant Melissa Moody of the IMPD K9 unit later said the injuries were very significant and 2 veterinarians reportedly came in from home to assist with surgery that lasted around 5 hours. The suspect also survived his gunshot wounds and was hospitalized in stable condition. Ramirez was reported to face charges including burglary with a deadly weapon, resisting law enforcement, and striking/cruelty to a law enforcement animal. It was later reported that Ramirez pleaded guilty and was sentenced on August 2, 2024. Ringo recovered and returned to duty. In October 2023, IMPD announced that he had been recertified and was back on active service. Reports identified him as a 6-year-old Belgian Malinois who had already served 4 years with IMPD. On April 22, 2026, the Lauderdale County Drug Task Force executed a search warrant on North Locust Street in Florence with assistance from the Florence Lauderdale SWAT team and the Florence Police K9 unit. According to police, a 46-year-old Sheffield resident named David Culliver was not part of the investigation but arrived at the scene during the operation. Officers said he became belligerent, yelled at police, and repeatedly walked into an active roadway despite warnings to move for safety reasons. Police then attempted to arrest him for disorderly behavior and public intoxication. Authorities say Culliver resisted officers while they tried to handcuff him. During the struggle, officers deployed a police dog. The K9 bit Culliver. Culliver grabbed the dog, and police say he bit the dog back. Officers then struck Culliver multiple times to force him to release the dog. He was eventually restrained and handcuffed. Culliver was taken to the hospital for treatment of puncture wounds from the dog before being booked into jail. Authorities said he was charged with resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, public intoxication, and interfering with a police dog. Police said his bond was set at $2,500. On February 26, 2018, police pursued a parolee and alleged carjacking suspect named Antonio Padilla Jr. across Orange County, California. The chase reportedly began after authorities identified him as wanted in connection with assaulting a Garden Grove officer and other offenses. According to Santa Ana police, Padilla crashed vehicles during the pursuit, allegedly carjacked a woman, then fled on foot in Irvine. Officer Luis Galeana released K9 Puskas, an 8-year-old Dutch Shepherd, to stop him before he could enter a nearby business. During the takedown, police believe Puskas slammed muzzle first into a concrete curb or sidewalk while tackling the suspect. The impact shattered or knocked out most of the dog's front teeth. Reports stated Puskas lost nearly all of his upper and lower incisor teeth, suffered facial lacerations, and required emergency dental surgery. Importantly, his canine teeth remained intact, and police expected him to return to duty after recovery. Later reports said he needed an additional minor surgery to remove bone fragments. Suspect: Antonio Padilla Jr. was arrested after the takedown. Reports stated he also suffered serious dog bite injuries to his arm. Authorities said Padilla was on parole, had allegedly assaulted an officer previously, and was wanted for parole violations. The story became national news because dramatic helicopter footage aired live on TV. Photos of Puskas recovering in the hospital spread widely online, and many people praised the dog's actions. Santa Ana PD later said they received support messages from all across the country. The dog was photographed wearing a symbolic purple heart tag after surgery.